some of two-letter words, and then we have also got into the interview handling skills. For example, means the different kinds of certification, that is examination, how it is dealt with. So basically we did till third level, fourth. So can we try today fifth level, or you want some more people to come and then do? Abid? Because we need to finally get into the professional kind of interview and how the interview questions are also asked. Okay, so that's very important first to understand the basic questionnaire which is related to certification, and then only we will be confident to face the professional kind of interview, isn't it? So personally you have to try again and again how to face it, the very common questions, and let's try today the fourth level, fifth level. What are the basic questions required? Because you will find similar kind of questions. The more you are confident, the more you will be in a position to face the actual interview, isn't it? Right? So can we try today once again the fourth level? Yeah? So today, Abid? Good. And then after this, I'll give you some questionnaires. What are the common questions asked in interview, so that you get prepared with those questions, right? So can we, let me give you the scenario. Then in fourth level, what happens? You will not be given any topic to speak related to something, but you will be asked basically first the meeting and greeting. It starts with the meeting and greeting only. In the meeting and greeting, what happens? What you will say? The interviewer will tell his or her name. Means he or she will welcome you. But in actual interview, it is not necessary that they will welcome you. Means you have to take the call. You have to take the initiative. But every time it does not happen. There are interviewers who actually welcome the people, the candidates. They make the candidates comfortable and then they start the interview process. But in actual interview, you may not find, because all the peoples are not here. So first meeting and greeting. Second is that we have already done. What have we done? No, here the self-introduction is not done. Normally, in the self-introduction, what happens? Simply, it is asked the name and place and maybe date of birth. Okay, so very few and simple questions. Then third, it will be related to topic. Topic means the questions will be asked by the interviewer. Very simple, that how did you attend your last birthday, or when did you go to, maybe when you actually visited your summer vacation, how did you enjoy? So something related to that. Not too many sentences, you do not have to speak too much. So knowledge related, basic knowledge is in fact. Basic knowledge or basic understanding. Basic understanding. Basic understanding means it is not only related to English, but it can be related with other subjects also. So what's your basic understanding and how you interpret in English. Then comes any questions for the interviewer. Right? So this much you need to remember. Okay, starting with the meeting and greeting, and then comes your introduction, very simple introduction. Then the interviewer will take you through a particular topic, and then also the interviewer will test various other knowledge. There, the interviewer will confuse you also. In this, it will be confusion also. So you have to clarify that, right? And then any other questions. So in knowledge testing, it might be related with maths, it might be related with science, any other subject, but the basic questions, only the basic questions, okay? And then you can ask some questions because the interviewer will ask you. So think of the questions that what do you feel will be relevant. Okay? Understood everybody? Avid? Okay. Right. So, who will be the interviewer? Who will be the interviewer? Last name? Oh, lovely. Who? Anybody? Fine. So, it should be audible, okay? English. So you can do one thing, both of you can ask whatever you feel like, right? Both of you can ask, no issues. That energy level has to be there. That energy you have to welcome. See, meeting and greeting, it is not unlike any other interview. That energy level, both with the interviewer and the interviewee. And energy level should be very high. Suppose you are going to get, let's say, you are applying for a visa. I told you, know those examinations. So, that unless that energy level is reflecting, it will be very difficult. I won't go directly into what is your birthday and all. What's your name is okay, but this meeting and greeting again, first you have to introduce yourself. The interviewee will not ask the interviewer what's your name, right? Because everybody can't be that smart, right? So start once again. Little louder. Louder, louder. We cannot listen anything.
What's your name? My name is Bharti. Tell me something about yourself.
simply, see, you do not have to say directly that could you tell something about yourself? No, the child cannot speak that much. Okay. So once you are in the higher level, then you can ask that question that tell me something about yourself. Here, what's your name? Which place you belong to? What's date of birth? Then the confusion starts. Confusing. So you can take out a chit and then ask that, oh, date of birth is this.
What's your name? My name is Bharti. Which place you belong? I belong to. What's your favorite?
Favorite color, something you have to specify.
Okay. Clothes, colors, animals. This is my favorite color. Okay, favorite subject. Maths is my favorite subject.
Okay, let me also add on. Okay, so yeah, your favorite subject is maths.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So you can do all kinds of calculations. How many kilometers is your home from here?
So, 4 kilometers.
How many kilometers your house is from this place, from your college?
2 kilometers from our house to college.
Okay. And what's your date of birth?
My date of birth is 17 January.
Oh, I think so. January is of 30 days, right?
No, sir.
Then?
January is 31 days.
31 days.
Yes.
Then how many months do we have of 31 days? Which one months has 31 days?
There are 7.
How many months do we have in a year?
There are 12 months in a year.
And out of that, how many months do we have of 31 days?
There are 7 months have 31 days.
Okay, and how many months do we have of 30 days?
There are 4 months have 30 days.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, that's great, lovely. That's a lovely name, isn't it? So now, can you tell me something lovely? When did you celebrate your birthday last?
I celebrate my birthday on 17th Jan last year 2020.
Okay, how did you celebrate that? Who all came to your birthday?
My friends, my relatives came on my birthday.
Okay,
I went temple
okay.
and worship.
There was no lockdown?
Yeah, lockdown. There was lockdown.
Okay, lockdown was also there
Yes.
on this January 2020. Lockdown was there?
No, lockdown was not.
Okay, lockdown was not there. Say, which Lord you actually prefer? Or you are a devotee of which Lord?
I am devotee of Lord Sai.
Okay. So Sai Baba actually offers you a lot. What blessings you asked from Sai Baba? Any blessings you asked?
Sure, sir. I have blessed to Sai Baba to take admission in MBA.
Okay.
Now I am studying PGDM.
Can you tell me, lovely, what's your father?
My father is a businessman.
Okay. So you also want to go for a business or service?
I want to go service.
Okay, now, lovely, I'll take you to the next part of the interview. Maybe you have to tell something about what is a verb.
Verb is an action word.
Okay, can you tell me any action word?
Yes, go, come, laugh, cry, jump.
Okay, so this got is also a verb.
No.
Got is not a verb.
What is the second form of verb?
So it is a verb or not?
Yes.
Okay. And what about goat?
This is an animal. This is not a verb.
So this is animal is not a verb.
No.
Then what is this?
This is animal.
Then this is which
GUN.
parts of speech?
This is noun.
Okay. So, and what about this?
This is also noun.
This is also a noun?
Yes.
Okay. But I feel this is an adverb.
Yeah. This is adverb also.
This is adverb also?
No, adjective.
Okay. This is adjective.
Yes.
Okay. Lovely. Lovely. Do you love painting? Do you love painting?
No. I do not love
What are your hobbies?
My hobby is cooking food.
So, which dish you prepare?
I prepare some South Indian food, Chinese food.
Okay, you love Chinese food?
Yes, I love Chinese.
So you actually want to go to China also?
No.
Okay, that's great. Now, lovely, it was really lovely. Now, can you tell me if you want to ask anything regarding me?
Sure. How did you feel to take my interview? I feel very shy. Did you see? What's your good name, please? My name is Nasim. Where are you from? Where are you from? I am from Patna. What is the area of your interest? My area interest is business.
Louder, louder.
What is your hobby? My hobby is cooking and reading. You listen music? Yes, I know. Which type of Blood. Pop song. I love. Your favorite singer? My favorite singer is Indian singer.
Okay, lovely. It was lovely meeting you. Thank you so much. So, voice was too low. How did you find, by the way? How did you find, both of you? See the type of questions. It should come instantly, first of all. And if it is not, then maybe you have to prepare whosoever is interviewing. If you prepare and then start, it will be easier, right? And at the same time, this is how you should practice also among yourselves. Now, let me take you, I'll not get into the the fifth and sixth level today. You have to practice that. Right, Abid? I wanted you to try. You did not come. Now see what happens in the real interview. When you are facing any interview, you will find that the person sometimes means they don't react. In that condition, now if I say you just get in, and when you are actually facing any organization's interview, then I may not wish you at all. Okay? I'll just sit down and you have to come, you have to show your energy, and then let's say you are standing. If the interviewer is not telling anything to sit down, then you should not sit. You should ask permission. So, may I have the seat? Very coolly, calmly, politely, you have to speak. May I have the seat, please?
May I have a seat, please?
Right? Okay, sit down. I may not use the term please also. Now, there can be other people who might tell,
Have a seat.
welcoming you. Okay, come. Nasreen, please have your seat. Okay, immediately. Now, what's your name? Because the name is reflecting right in the resume itself. So, one may not ask the name. Directly seeing the name from the resume, okay, Nasreen, please have your seat. I can directly tell. Now, you don't know the interviewer name. You can ask immediately just after that, sir, may I know your name, please? Hey, my name is this. Okay? Then the interview actually starts. Then the common questions today, I'm just giving you what happens. Some of the common questions, can you tell me? Some of the very common questions? See, every time you are telling that, tell me something about yourself, right? Now, there might be very basic questions, tell me little about yourself. You will find very less people speaking this. Tell me little about yourself, because I don't want to know in detail that right from your birth, how you started, and your personal, professional, everything, each and every part. So what will you speak there? What is the difference between tell me something about yourself and tell me little about yourself? What is the difference?
Short form, little form, short form.
Correct. But what will you say? What is the difference? What will you say in tell me little about yourself, and what will you say in tell me something about yourself?
That is called different professional interview.
Correct. Normally, when you are not getting into a new job, then this question is asked. Tell me little about yourself. But first time, people want that you should speak more about yourself. So there, the question would be, tell me something about yourself. But there also you have to be little brief and cautious, and you have to understand your resume very well, each of the steps. That is called basically a chronological order. How that order is. You should start with your name, but in resume what happens, just after your name you mention the, what do you mention? Your mobile number and email ID, right? And then the address. So while speaking, you may not say the entire address for communication, but you can simply say that my name is this, I belong to this place. My father's name is this and he is this. Okay, he is a businessman. Then immediately shift to your academic qualification. Okay, but once you are experienced, you will start with your professional journey and then the academics. Okay, but since that, so go for internship also. No? Now, see, the next part of the question might come. For a newcomer only, that why did you choose this college? How did you choose this college? What made you choose this PGDM? These are very important questions, remember. Why did you? First question is, tell me something or little about yourself. Then the next part is, why and how did you choose? What did you choose? Your college. And the course. Okay? This is very important. You have to prepare this. And then the third part comes. What is your greatest weakness? Similarly, fourth is, what is your greatest strength? Now, what did you say in greatest weakness? Definitely you have that weakness, then only you will be speaking, right? So what is your weakness? Everybody may not have the same weakness, isn't it? You might have a weakness for homesickness.
I am talk active.
Yes. So, I am very emotional, I am very sentimental. These can be strength as well as weakness also. So, how will you say that to an interviewer? If I ask you, what is your greatest weakness? Tell me. Tell me. This is how you will gain confidence also. Then I'll tell you, where did you go right, where did you go wrong.
My weakness is truth, earlier, and other people.
I'm sorry? Truth. Truth means?
Such.
Yeah. Truth of other people. That means, what do you want to say? I believe in people. That's what you want to say? So is that a weakness?
Yes.
So what happens if that is a weakness? If you start believing, then what happens? That is good or bad? So that is not a weakness then.
Sometimes the other person.
In Hindi, what will you say? Correct. So that is called ditch or betray.
Yes.
Okay. So the other person betrays or tell a lie. So in that condition, if you really see any weakness, similarly both of you might have a different kind of weakness. Remember one thing, that while attending any interview, you should be little diplomatic in the sense
Yes.
that the same weakness you have to put it in strength form also. How will you put it? Simply if you say that my weakness is I start believing people very fast. Okay? That's what. But you cannot stop there. You have to again say, I am taking care. Now I am trying to be more intelligent, or I am trying to analyze and then believe. So over a period of time, I'll overcome this weakness and make it to be a strength. So that's how a weakness should be defined. For example, if you say, my weakness is homesickness, right? My weakness is really homesickness and I don't prefer to go outside. Okay. Now, if you say this to an interviewer, then this is a great negativity, right?
Yes.
So how will you put it in a strength? Now you have to say that probably you utilize your time in the best, and once I go out, unless I finish my work, I don't come back. My weakness is homesickness, but once I go out, unless I finish my work, I don't come in.
The done completely without that.
Right? So, same thing, what I will do now, how can I put it in a strength? Unless I finish, I am working on it so that whenever it is required, I am trying to move immediately. Right? Then comes, what is your greatest strength? Strength. Continuously learn. Okay. Now, if you want to say continuous, I am a continuous learner. If you want to use continuous only, I am a continuous learner. That's my strength. Okay. Now, you should not say anything that you will get stuck, or there will be more questions for you. Once you say I am a continuous learner, now immediately the interviewer, or if you ask me, I will ask you, how many books have you read? Okay, name 5 books, name 5 managerial books that you have studied. Right, you got stuck. So you should not utter any word, any sentence which is not true. Right. So, if you are telling that I am a continuous learner, you should be prepared with some of the books that you have studied, whether in Hindi or English doesn't matter, but at least you have studied. If not, it is not necessary that you will be studying simply the books. Continuous learner can be, means I very often view the news channel, the latest know-how. So you should be prepared with the latest news also. Otherwise you will get stuck there itself. So your confidence will go down. Don't let that happen. Don't get into these type of questions. Now the next question will be relative to that only. Why should I hire you? Okay, understand this? So the next part, why should I hire you? What will you say?
Because I am very hardworking.
Okay. Let everybody answer. Abid, you also have to answer. Why should I hire you? So just after a year you are going to face the interview, right? So you have to practice, you have to get prepared. Why should I take you?
Your qualification and skills match from your requirements.
As per the
As
requirement.
per the requirements.
Okay? So there are number of candidates. There are number of candidates. There is only one vacancy and there are almost 500 resumes I have received. Whom to select? Why should I select you? Tell me. So these are very common questions. 2-3 questions tell me something about you. How did you choose your college? Right? This may not be asked, but strength and weakness and why should I hire you? Okay? You have to get prepared. Abid, they didn't say anything. Why should I take you? Now, remember one thing here. Now, if you say that my qualification matches as per your requirement, that's a general term. Everybody will say that. Let's say out of 500, 400 people will say this, that my qualification matches. Or I have done my degree from premium institute or what. Fine. But why? Again the question comes, why? So what? So what? You have graduated. So what it matches? Why should I select you? It is left unanswered. So you have to come up with examples. Here you have to show your leadership skills. What have you done in your college days? Why you were different than others? If it is not there, you have to prepare. Okay. So this is very important. Then comes the, what is your greatest achievement? It can be professionally if you are experienced. It can be personally if you are not experienced. So personal experience also, where again this will be related to your some of the greatest achievements, maybe in leadership quality, maybe in teamwork, maybe as a coordinator, maybe in terms of convincing others. So all these falls under the leadership or teamwork, some kind of this. So these are very, very important. That what is your greatest achievement? Right? Then there can be, in the next class, you just think of these answers and then we will do something. Then comes, tell me an incident where your colleagues got angry with you. It can happen, isn't it? Means they were unhappy with you. Tell me an incident. What do I want to test in this? And and problem solving. Okay, then definitely behavior, your approach. Then the next question would be, once you say that okay fine, you share an incident, then the next question is how did you tackle it? How did you feel? So there are other skills also entwined with the same question. Whether you are very emotional, sentimental, how did you tackle that situation? Whether any problem, it lasted long or not. So all kinds of questions are linked with the same major question. Right? And then, so let it be till here only today, so that it should not get mixed and you come prepared.